Alright, hello YouTube. Today we're going to work on another piece of driftwood. This is just a piece of root, but it has this really cool natural hairdo right here, so I'm going to see if I can't put a witch's face right in the front here. And I think it'll look pretty neat. So for Halloween we're going to do just for another Halloween carving, we're just going to do a little witch's face. So we'll cut it out and see what it looks like. Here we go. Alright, so I'm just going to start off doing the rough out here. Notice it's like a big ball that I'm working with, so I'm going to cut in pretty deep for her eye sockets, and then just getting her nose figured out a little bit, putting her eyebrows in and figuring out where her lips are going to go. I do is I put a line at the top of her forehead, like where her eyebrows are going to be, maybe a little line where the bottom of her nose is going to be, and then another line where I think her lips are going to be at. And it's all subject to change, but just gives me kind of a rough idea. I don't bother putting drawing a lot of lines on there, because as soon as you start cutting, they disappear. So I just do my lines with the cutting tools and start working them back. Start working all the features back. The eye sockets, they go back quite a ways, and then it's basically a ball where your eye is, and then you bring the nose down, there's a ball right on the end of the nose. Try to keep that there. And then figure out in thirds from your forehead, your bottom of your nose, and the bottom of your chin. Get you pretty close, and then halfway between your chin and your end of your nose should be where your lips are at. If you watch any drawing videos, I explain that pretty good, how to draw faces. Just roughing all this in still, but getting her eye sockets figured out a little bit. Starting to do a little bit of the eye detail in her cheeks, shape of her cheeks, and the way her lips are formed there. I'm just taking the diamond grit bit and going in and sanding that smooth, just to kind of see where I'm at. I started putting some wrinkles in. I was putting them in and seeing what they look like. I still had some carving to do on this, but just kind of wanted to see what they were going to look like and see what kind of shape I wanted to do on it. I figured if they looked good, I was going to leave them. If I didn't like them, then I still had room to cut them back off. Well, she got old in a hurry, though, when I started adding those wrinkles.
And I seen those two little roots sticking out of the side there. Had to go start carving a little snake there. And then I changed my mind and went back to the face. But the snake kept calling, so I had to go back and work on the snake some more. It was distracting me up there in the corner. So I followed the direction of the roots coming out there, so it made them pretty strong. I'm not too worried about them breaking off, unless you drop it or something. But any good witch carved out of a stick, though, needs to have a little bit of snake coming out of her hairdo. And I found this magical age serum. It erases your wrinkles. And I think I didn't like where her bottom lip was. It was a little bit too big, and her so I decided to trim some of her features back a little bit and thin her face up a little bit more. And that required taking all the wrinkles off. She's looking younger already. Yeah, I actually didn't like where that bottom lip was, so I moved it up just a little bit. So I ended up smoothing her forehead off and redoing the lines around her nose, and then started putting the wrinkles back in, but in a little different pattern. Decided to go with more of a like a wood grain almost, to make her look like she was part of the tree. Trying to make her look like she's been trapped in this tree for 1,000 years. Give or take. I just took a wire wheel on the micro motor there, turned the speedway down, and I think it says 12,000 RPM on the screen there. You can see it. Just sanded all the fuzzies off of her face, and then went to detail on the snakes a little bit. I'm just using a real small ball on the snake, putting the scales in. Final cleanup on her face. Those were the smallest snakes I'd carved, so it was hard to get in the details that small. But I got a few of them in there. Went back to the Dremel to remove some more wood. I was just putting a little bit of a witch's shirt on her. I guess with some ruffles there, wrinkled clothing. She doesn't look happy about being trapped in there. So I decided to give her some makeup. So see if I could do the wrinkles there a little bit. Starting to look like a rock band from the 80s. I went over the black with a antique white or a wicker white. I think it might have been a wicker white. She is not happy about this. I just dipped the rag in the water. It's acrylic paints that I'm using, and just went back and wiped that all down really good. Just kept rubbing it till it looked really old, real weathered. Same thing with her shirt there. I did the red and then I did black over top of it, and then I just wetted it down real good and then wiped it off the rag. little eyeshadow, a little lipstick. Finding for doing the small lines, I've been using a toothpick. For really small stuff, it seems to work better than the paintbrush. Especially if it's not a perfectly smooth surface you're running on. Alright, well, we got this week's carving done. It's the witch in the wood here. Did highlight the snakes a little bit, just dry brushed a little bit of a real light green on them just to bring them out a little bit. Kind of match her face a little bit. And it turned out really cool. If you like the video, give me the thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.